I'm Eric Fuchs, Senior Contributing Analyst at The Street, and they just don't get it. We're here today to talk to you about how, as a reporter or trader, you could not be incisive about Pfizer and their earnings and their current condition and their future unless you factor in cost cuts prominently. Pfizer, after all, is cutting costs to ribbons, and cost cuts aren't sustainable. Moreover, they're cutting costs in research and development, and they're cutting costs at research and development just when their drug cupboard is bare and they're trying to reinvent themselves, and they're doing it all to indulge shareholders in buybacks and in dividends. And this is a questionable long-term strategy at best. But the Financial Times, in reporting on Pfizer's first quarter earnings yesterday, well, guess what? Their headline, their lead, their entire article mentioned Lipitor, their signature drug, which is coming off patent and is an issue to be certain, but they made not one mention of cost cuts. Not one mention. Now, Reuters got to it, obviously, right in the title where they mention it. The problem there is they just mentioned the issue of cost cuts at large. They didn't specifically mention that so much of Pfizer's cost cutting is coming from none other than its research development budget. That is really, really important. Hey, look, if they're just culling from layers of middle management, that's one thing. But research and development for a drug firm, well, that's different. The Wall Street Journal gets right to it and in specific terms, and that's really good. Hey, look, this is Pfizer's choice to make, but common sense tells us that this is sort of tantamount to a deal with the devil. You make Wall Street's numbers, you keep shareholders happy, but how can you sort of furnish your future unless you're investing in research and development? Look, here's what you need to know. Number one, if a company hits earnings estimates due to cost cuts, it's a big deal. You can't cut forever. You need to mention this. Number two, it's a bigger, better deal if you're cutting from a central area. Number three, at a time when they're trying to reinvent themselves, Pfizer is cutting research and development. A bad deal. If you disagree with me, and you won't, feel free to email me at marek.fuchs@thestreet.com. And remember, they just don't get it.
This market is
stock tickers market.
Stocks have rallied this year.
We're coming into a Monday where we're going to